Welcome to Dimes and Cents, this video where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable United States coins, and today our focus is on the Liberty 1-cent coin from the year 1990, a coin that may look ordinary at first glance but in reality carries a story of history, artistry and rarity that has pushed its value far beyond its small face value. This particular coin has captured the attention of collectors, historians and investors around the world because of its uniqueness and the incredible figures it has achieved in the market, with some examples reaching astonishing values as high as $146 million, making it one of the most talked about 1-cent coins in modern American numismatic history. The story of the 1990 Liberty 1 cent begins with the enduring legacy of the Lincoln cent series, which first debuted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, America's beloved 16th president, designed by the sculptor Victor David Brenner. The obverse features the bold and iconic portrait of Lincoln that became instantly recognizable and remains a staple of American coinage more than a century later. The reverse of the coin underwent changes over the years, initially showcasing the wheat ears from 1909 to 1958, then the Lincoln Memorial from 1959 until 2008, followed by the shield design from 2010 onward, but the year 1990 falls firmly within the Lincoln Memorial design period, a design crafted by Frank Gasparo that highlighted the famous monument in Washington, D.C., a true tribute to the nation's values and history. On the surface, a 1990 Liberty 1 cent looks like an everyday penny that millions of people use daily in transactions at grocery stores, gas stations and diners, but numismatics teaches us that not all coins are created equal. Sometimes certain coins end up with minting errors, striking variations or unusual features that make them far rarer than others, and this is where the 1990 Liberty 1 cent becomes an object of fascination. Collectors have identified varieties and error strikes in this year that have skyrocketed its value in auctions and private sales. One of the most notable features of the 1990 Liberty cent is its proof version struck at the San Francisco Mint, where a few coins were accidentally made without the S mint mark. These rare no mint mark proof cents immediately became legendary in the coin community because such an omission is extremely unusual and virtually unheard of in modern minting practices. The absence of the mint mark transformed what would otherwise be a common cent into a highly valuable rarity, commanding astronomical prices in the market. Beyond the no mint mark proofs, collectors have also noted double dies, misstrikes, off-center strikes and high-grade mint state specimens that remain in pristine condition more than 3 decades later. Each of these adds to the mystique of the 1990 cent. Now let us consider the broader picture of why this coin can reach market values such as $146 million, which sounds incredible and almost unbelievable at first, but it is rooted in the principles of rarity, demand and historical significance. Coin collectors and investors understand that when a coin becomes a conversation piece, a rarity that very few can own, its value can skyrocket to record heights. Wealthy collectors compete to own the most unique and flawless specimens, and in the case of the 1990 Liberty cent, this competition has driven certain sales into figures that rival fine art masterpieces, diamonds and luxury real estate. The historical context also adds an extra layer of fascination. The year 1990 was a time of change in the United States as the Cold War was drawing to a close, the economy was shifting and the nation was entering a new decade. The Liberty cent from that year became a symbolic reminder of continuity in America's coinage traditions spanning generations since 1909. At the same time, advances in minting technology and quality control make major mint errors increasingly rare, meaning that when one does occur, it becomes even more valuable in the eyes of collectors. Another important factor that adds to the allure of the 1990 Liberty cent is its survival rate. While millions were struck, only a tiny fraction survive in gem quality, untouched by circulation. Coins that grade MS-68 or higher in professional grading systems like PCGS or NGC can fetch enormous premiums because of their almost flawless appearance. Imagine Holding in your hand a coin that circulated alongside everyday pennies, yet because of its perfect strike, brilliant luster and absence of blemishes it is worth millions of dollars. That is the magic of numismatics. Collectors often talk about the thrill of the hunt, and the 1990 Liberty 1 cent embodies that excitement perfectly. Anyone could potentially stumble upon one in an old collection, a forgotten coin jar, or a box of inherited belongings from grandparents. The possibility that such an ordinary looking cent could actually be worth a fortune fuels the passion of treasure seekers across America and around the world. It reminds us that history and fortune sometimes hide in the most unassuming places. When we break down the market dynamics behind the current value of $146 million, we see the convergence of several powerful forces: rarity, condition, demand, historical relevance, and the willingness of elite collectors to pay record-breaking sums to secure ownership. Auctions often create dramatic bidding wars where emotions and pride collide with investment strategies, driving prices higher than anyone initially imagined. The 1990 Liberty cent has benefited from such competition, where owning it is not just about possessing a coin but about holding a piece of American history, a symbol of rarity and an asset that continues to grow in value over time. To fully appreciate this coin, we should also reflect on the artistry behind it. The Lincoln portrait by Victor David Brenner has stood the test of time as one of the most iconic images on U.S. coinage. The detail of Lincoln's profile, the subtle lines of his hair, the solemn gaze, all carry deep meaning. The reverse, showing the Lincoln Memorial by Frank Gasparo, captures one of the nation's most important monuments with remarkable precision. Even the smallest details, like the tiny representation of the seated Lincoln statue visible inside the memorial, remind us of the craftsmanship that goes into every cent minted. These artistic qualities, combined with historical significance, elevate the coin beyond currency into the realm of cultural treasure. As we consider the future outlook of the 1990 Liberty 1 cent, its trajectory looks strong. With each passing year, the number of pristine examples dwindles as coins are lost, damaged, or mishandled. Meanwhile, interest in rare coins continues to grow, not only in the United States but internationally, as wealthy collectors in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East enter the numismatic market. This global demand ensures that coins like the 1990 Liberty cent will continue to rise in prominence and value. In conclusion, the Liberty 1 cent from 1990 is much more than just a penny. It is a piece of American history, an artifact of artistry, and a symbol of rarity that has made headlines in the coin collecting world. Its market value, reaching as high as $146 million, demonstrates how extraordinary and coveted this coin has become for collectors, historians, and everyday people alike. The 1990 Liberty cent serves as a reminder that treasures often come in the smallest of forms, and that a simple coin once used in everyday purchases can transform into a priceless work of heritage. So the next time you come across a 1991 cent Liberty coin, take a closer look, because you may just be holding a fortune in your hand, a tiny piece of copper that has captured the imagination of millions and cemented its place as one of the most valuable coins in United States history.